we have to say, can I just say, I take immense pride in this operation as an American, and I really don't understand how you can't. Because this is such a sophisticated, such an ambitious, such an awesome exercise of military force. I really question what kind of person you are if you can't take pride in it just by itself. Forget for a moment about the significance of it, the ramifications, the ideological or moral dimension. Forget about all that for just a second. My first reaction when I saw this, because I woke up in the morning a few hours after it took place, I felt pride as an American because no other country can do this. This is a level of joint operations combining Navy, Air Force, Special Forces. No other country on earth can do anything like this. It's awesome. We parked an aircraft carrier, 20,000 troops off the coast for 6 months. We lit up their boats, lit up their territory, and then like lightning, we went in 2 hours. Air defenses turned off. Internet, literally the lights, the electrical grid turned off. 150 aircraft flying constantly from aircraft carriers to shut down all the radar, drown out all the sound. We go in, we catch him. We literally pulled him out of his bed in his pajamas like a fucking bitch. Do you know how oralist that is? How do you not love that as an American? Because, look, I get some of the arguments against this. You say this is American empire. People say this is unnecessary. This is warmongering, this, that, or the other. At the end of the day, this is a criminal regime. They're literally socialists. People are saying this is a Catholic country. Okay, nominally. But it's a socialist country. It's built on this people's revolution. It's a bunch of corrupt gangsters. The country literally runs on drug trafficking, kidnapping, selling what little oil they can even get out of the ground. It's literally run by brown, criminal, socialist gangsters. And this pissant guy is on TV. I'm talking about Maduro, is saying, come and get me, come and get me. Oh, you're a coward. You'll never do it. Knock, knock, United States of America, bitch. We come in literally in the middle of the night, take the covers off the bed, and we pull him and his wife out of the bed in the middle of the night in their pajamas. She's got a black eye. Just punch his wife for good measure. Like a fucking bitch. Load him up on the helicopter. Deliver him to the emperor in a sack. Delivered to Guantanamo Bay and then the Imperial City in a fucking bag for the President of the United States. Kicked. Falls out of the bag. Looks up. Yeah, that's the president of the world, bro.
Yeah, so this take had Nick Fuentes fans split because a lot of people disagreed with him and a lot of people actually do agree with him. You know, Nick was on vacation for a little bit, but in his Telegram, he would post stuff about Venezuela. And surprisingly, a lot of people were downvoting what he was saying. And I think the most important thing that people have grievance about and disagree with Nick about is we just want to stop with those foreign conflicts. We don't want to spend so much money overseas. We don't want to lose American lives. And I think a lot of people were very shocked about Nick Fuentes' take on this whole thing, actually being happy, feeling like a proud American about it. But like in the previous video, Nick was pretty consistent on his views on Venezuela. So to a certain degree, I kind of get what Nick's saying. I agree with the fact that if you're America first, if you are like a true American, this stuff does sound pretty badass. I'm not gonna lie. We literally took another country's president. We put that dude in a Nike Tech and we threw him on the helicopter. So yeah, I mean, it does sound badass on some Team America shit, like from the movie or something. But my only fear is just foreign conflict. We don't want no foreign conflict. We don't want to spend money. We want to take care of Americans first. You know, that's what I think about when it comes to America. I love the country. I want to concentrate on, improving as a country and helping us and keeping us in mind.
But I think this is going to be a year of refinement. And we have to lay down the law that this is a right-wing movement. It is an Israel-critical movement. We seek to counter Jewish power and the Jewish oligarchy, but it is a right-wing realist movement. It is a pro-America movement. It is a movement that is not naive about the nature of the world and the nature of other countries. And if you think this is a place where we're going to come around and tell America to get to the back of the line and submit their concerns to the United Nations, and we're going to go and cape and die for the sovereignty of third world countries filled with illiterate peasants that don't even know how to read or write, this is just not the movement for you. Communists, liberals, leftists, that's down the hall to the left. If you're some kind of America hater from some third world country, if you're from Europe, you hate American power, you're threatened by American power, this is not the movement for you. This is a movement for U.S. citizens. This is a movement for Americans. It's a movement for right-wing Americans that want America to have primacy over the entire planet, as much power, as much abundance, as many resources as possible. So if you're coming around with this nonsense about they stole the oil, that's not moral. They intervened in another country. You violated their sovereignty. I don't give a shit. I don't care at all. We do it all the time, and we've done it for centuries. It's called manifest destiny. It's called the Mexican-American War, the Spanish-American War, the Bay of Pigs. We do it all the time. This is our world, and at the minimum, this is our half. This is our half of the world for us to have uncontested, undisputed dominance, military, commercial, naval, every way, shape, and form. And we will take what we are entitled to. We will take what makes us safer, richer, more prosperous. We will take what we want. Nobody can stop us, and we'll do it again, and I hope we do. And I hope we do it in Greenland, and I hope we do it in Panama, and I hope we do it in Cuba. I hope we do it everywhere where it makes sense for us. You got a problem with that? I don't know. Go back to fucking Pakistan. Go back to some other country and complain about it on the internet. Invented by America. So anyway, I don't know if I want to hear the comments. Botted the dislikes on Telegram award. Pakistanis botted the dislikes on Telegram. It means nothing. We could kidnap your leader too, if it was necessary.
Yeah, that is kind of a wild take, but like I said, some of his fans don't support this support it at all. But I think he kind of does have a point in the sense that, well, I will say this. For one, it's one thing I cannot stand is I cannot stand anti-American people that are in America. You should be happy that you're on the side of America. If we do take over a country or something, at least you're American. I feel like we need to have a certain pride. Now, you may not agree with some of the tactics we do, like on some Team America type things, but you gotta admit, some of it is kind of badass. I don't want Americans hurt. I don't want to spend a lot of money overseas. And, that's my whole take on it. And you could tell, I think Nick knows that his take is not the most popular, but it's interesting nonetheless.
I believe that your reaction to this operation in Venezuela kind of tells you what side you're on from the point of view of identity. One of my favorite heuristics or axioms that I like to say on this show is that we have to learn to take our own side. What does that mean? Who are you? Where were you born? Where were your parents born? What color is your skin? What religion are you? Me? The color of my skin is white. I was born in America. My parents were born in America. 3 out of 4 of my grandparents, their ancestors came from Europe. European domination of the globe is good for me as a Christian, American, mostly European person. Why would I want to vilify my own people? Why would I vilify my ancestors? Why would I look at them not as villains, as the villains of history? Why would I celebrate that our power as Europeans, as Americans, as Christians is diminishing relative to other people relative to people who are born in other countries that are not Christian, that have a different complexion, that have a different clan. Why would I celebrate that? Look at the people that carried out the Delta Force operation in Venezuela. They're all white. Okay? And so I look, there are a lot of these types out there, ideological liberals, socialists, Islamists, and they love to see Western countries, European countries, America, they love to see these countries lose. And they put flags of foreign brown countries in their bio: Burkina Faso, Palestine, Iran, Venezuela. Now, don't get me wrong. I don't want America to make an empire for Israel in the Middle East. I want America to make an empire in the world for us, for me, for my posterity, in the tradition of my ancestors. And when I see that kind of exercise of power by the United States, I'm proud that the country that I pay taxes to, the country with the passport that I have, is able to do these things. It makes me feel proud. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel good. And I'm glad. And there's a lot of people out there that are seething because they literally just hate to see America have power. And it's not all of them, but it's a lot of them. It's not every single person that didn't like it, but it's a lot of people that didn't like it. They have a reflexive, anti-American, anti-European view because they have an ideological hang-up. They want to see white Christian countries, ostensibly, historically, nominally, they want to see those countries diminished, and they sort of get off on it. I saw people saying they wanted for Venezuela's S-300 and S-400 Russian air defense systems to shoot down American jets. Like, they were giddy about this, gleeful. They said, oh, America's not ready. When we go in, they're going to encounter Venezuelan resistance. They're going to get fed into a meat grinder, guerrilla warfare from who? From socialist brown thugs? And you want that to happen? Why? Because Trump didn't ask Ilhan Omar for permission? Because he didn't go to the United Nations and beg Burundi and the Central African Republic? And I think there's something borderline treasonous about that. I think it's anti-American.
Yeah, you can't get mad at Nick for his take. He may be even more American first than a lot of us, but I kind of agree with the fact that, hey, I love America. I'm proud to be American. If our country is gonna violate these other smaller countries, then so be it. I'm on the winning team. And a lot of people don't agree with him. Some people do, but let me know what you think in the comment section.